Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me for this Pride Month themed video. Who's got a girl crush? So we've got 4 options here and you can see those very clearly, I hope. I will tell you which stone is on top. This is Larimar. I think this is just a green agate. This is an opalite pyramid. And then we have some Dalmatian jasper. So we'll be finding out who it is who has a girl crush on you, what they're thinking and feeling, and kind of like how serious their feelings are, and also why are they crushing on you? You know, what do they find attractive about you, basically. And I did a little intro video where I kind of put the piles together here. So if you want to watch that, and I'm doing a little bit of just banter, you know, Pride Month themed, me just talking about whatever is on my mind. But so you can watch that. There's a timestamp for that as well. Otherwise, just use the timestamps below to go to your option. We have option 1, option 2, option 3, and option 4. So take a moment to get in touch with your intuition, make your choice, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, and welcome to those of you who wanted to join me for the creation of the stacks. I'm going to be doing a little bit of chit chat, and the first thing I want to say is I embrace the word queer. As a queer person, as someone who falls into the queer spectrum. I am pansexual, I guess. Which to me just means like it doesn't, my ability to be attracted to someone does not depend on their gender or their gender identity or expression. It's just like if I'm into someone, I'm into someone. But years ago, and this has been a long time, so maybe even this person would feel differently about it now, but I was using the word queer because as far as I understood it, like it's sort of been reclaimed by the LGBTQIA rainbow alphabet family. The word queer, obviously historically it has been used as an insult. But I was using it, and this guy in my friend group who is a gay man didn't like it. And so I was like, so now I try to be aware of not everyone has the same perspective on things. So anyway, I just want to put that out there that I'm definitely not using the word queer in a way. I'm not trying to use it in a way that's like negative towards anybody at all. I'm using it in more of the reclaimed, let's give power back to the rainbow family kind of energy. Okay, so these are going to be the 4 piles. I'm just going to create a pile here for like the who part of it, like who has a girl crush on you. And then for the other questions, like their thoughts and feelings, I'll do some shuffling in the video during the reading. So this first deck I'm using is this Our Tarot. I thought this was a good deck to use because it highlights a specific woman in history. So I guess my idea in putting this together is that this card will sort of kind of represent the personality of the person based on which historical woman shows up on the card. And then we've got this Black Moon Astrology deck, so we'll get some more kind of personality and like possible astrological placements. Although usually when I mention astrology, I'm more so talking about just like the energy of a person. Because astrology is complex, You could have for example, 0 Scorpio in your chart. But if you had like Pluto on the ascendant or the midheaven, you'd still have like that Scorpio vibe because Pluto is the modern ruler of Scorpio. So anyway, so recently I don't know if you all, I'm like a huge fan of the L Word. I watched all of the seasons. There are 6 or 7 seasons of the original version of the L Word back in the day. and I watched all of them. Some seasons I watched multiple times over. For some reason I owned one season in particular. I think it was season 3. So randomly I watched that season a lot. But there's a new version of the L Word, which I hadn't watched any of. Now I'm in episode 2 of season 1. It's called the L Word Generation Q. Because I ordered pizza, and for some reason with my pizza order, I got like a free code for a month free of Showtime. And Showtime are the people that make that show. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and see if this new version of the L Word is any good. You know, I'm just like partway into episode 2, and I'm just like, it's okay so far. I'm like not like totally into it yet. You know, not like I was with the first L Word, but we'll see if we get there. I am excited for any of you who also have seen the L Word. I'm kind of excited to see, like, do we find out who killed Jenny? My theory is Bat. My theory has always been Bat, but like if it is Bat, like I don't know how that's probably not the case, because you know, how would the series continue? Like if Bat, I don't know. I guess if we found out it was her, she would have to be like skirting justice or something, or like not going to jail. Like maybe we would find out as the viewers, but maybe it still wouldn't be found out by, I don't know, like people who could prosecute her. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to do one of these archetype cards. So yeah, that's all I have to say, I guess. So we'll see. I have 3.5 weeks to finish the series. It's in general, it's a little bit difficult for me to get into any TV series, even though this is one that I liked the first version of. So we'll see what happens. I'm expecting that I will not get like as many views for this video as normal, but it's fine. I think I will enjoy making this video, and definitely there will be people who will be grateful, I think, like, you know, because this is not typically a topic that you see coming up a lot. But a nice way to celebrate Pride, I think. Okay, I think what I'm going to do to make the piles a little bit different is just like switch up which card is on the top. So that looks a little plain like that. Maybe I'll do this. I'm gonna switch these. Let me see. I just feel like it does not look visually balanced somehow to me. Okay. There we go. All right. Thumbs up if you sat with me through this. How else will I know that you did it? I don't know. I doubt many people are going to watch this part of the video, but If you did, I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe I'll put some stones on the top as well. Let's do a little variety here. What should we do? Need a stone that will show up on top of each of them. There we go. All right, we're good to go. Welcome to everyone who chose option number 1, this Larimar stone. So first we're going to be finding out who is it who has a girl crush on you. We have the Four of Cups represented by Gladys Bentley. Let's see, we have the 12th house, Escape. Cancer, I feel definitely a very watery, sensitive person. I have to move this. Let me move that too. Okay. We have child nature. There's not room for everything. I want to be able to look at everything all at once. Give me a moment here, guys. All right, thank you for allowing me to get things together here. I also took a moment to read the passage from the book that comes with this deck. This is from the R Tarot deck, and each card features a woman, a historical woman. And Gladys Bentley, so I would say that they embody some of her personality. So this is probably someone who is, like, in an obvious way, someone who is challenging norms when it comes to gender identity or expression or sexual orientation. So it is probably someone who is involved in the rainbow family, or if they're not explicitly, openly queer in some way, then they are, like I said, challenging gender identity norms, or they seem somehow like they're maybe not towing the line of convention when it comes to gender and or sexual orientation. I would say also this could be a very artistic person, maybe specifically someone who is involved in music or dance. We have Aphrodite here. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So this is someone who kind of exudes beauty. They may do it in their own very unique way, I feel like, but it's someone who kind of has a very sensual personality. They're very in touch with the 5 senses. They have a sense of style, I would say, someone who has a sense of style. And with the 12th house and Cancer, like I said, this may be someone who is very emotionally intense or emotionally sensitive, and they could channel that through some sort of artistic expression. They could, like Gladys Bentley, be someone who has made a career out of being an artist in some way. We also have the King of Cups here and the High Priestess. So again, like, this person is probably very empathic, very intuitive, definitely very in touch with their emotions, probably very in touch with the emotions of others. I feel like they have like a very strong antenna, like they're just very psychically and empathically aware of things. So I'd say overall just a very sensitive soul, a very sensitive spirit. I also am feeling like this is someone who changes, like who makes abrupt and sudden changes. Like it seems like they're one way at some point, and then they'll just make a very abrupt and sudden change. They're very shocking. There's something very shocking about this person. They're often taking people by surprise. And then with child nature, I just think they're very sweet, and very pure, very innocent, tender, very tender-hearted. Things touch this person very deeply. You know, people with a lot of Cancer energy sometimes are really good at hiding those feelings, but the feelings are there very deep. They're a very sensitive person, and they have, you know, whether they have these signs in their chart or not, we have Cancer and Capricorn, which are opposite signs. So it's, again, like, they probably are very emotionally sensitive, but at the same time, they're very good at controlling that, especially if they need to do so in order to succeed in the material world. Okay, so that's what I'm getting about who this is. So let's see. What are they thinking and feeling about you? Well, first let's ask why. Let's just ask the why first. Why are they crushing on you? What's causing them to crush on you? It's causing her to crush on you. Usually I use gender neutral. Well, I guess I still should, because I don't know. Anyway, I was like, this is explicitly about a girl crush, so I could use female pronouns, but we'll just keep it with gender neutral. Okay, so why are they attracted to you? The Hierophant, they feel like there's something they can learn from you. They feel like you have some sort of knowledge that they find to be very captivating. You're very wise. You could be a very spiritual and or religious person, and they're attracted to your spiritual and or religious knowledge. We get the Queen of Cups, so I feel like, you know, they're showing up as the King of Cups, you're showing up as the Queen of Cups, so they feel simpatico with you. You know, they feel like the two of you are on the same level. They feel that you are also a very emotionally aware person and emotionally generous. You know, you take other people's feelings into account. You try to make other people feel good. And so they really appreciate that about you. We get the Page of Cups reversed. So if this person is artistic or has a strong artistic talent, I feel like they see that in you. They might feel like you have something to teach them in one area of life, and maybe they have something to show you or teach you when it comes to artistic expression, because here the Page of Cups is reversed. So they might feel that you do have artistic talents, but maybe you haven't mastered those abilities yet, or you haven't pursued them maybe to the same degree as this person, because it looks like they have maybe created some sort of business for themselves around their artistic expression. But they feel like you have some sort of talent that's sort of untapped, but they whatever it is that you yourself are doing artistically, they find that to be attractive about you. And yeah, they find it, I feel like they want to take you under their wing a little bit, maybe. And they feel like they could be protective of you and whatever this talent is. Maybe nurture your growing artistic abilities. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like they see that you maybe haven't had the same level of success, materially speaking, as they have. You know, because with the Capricorn, like I said, I feel like they've probably, you know, been able to get some money for themselves, or a substantial, made some sort of living for themselves off of being an artist. All right, so what else? Why are they attracted to you? We get the Ten of Cups. They can see themselves having a family with you. Six of Cups reversed. I feel like you're very different from anyone they've been involved with in the past, or anyone who they've had feelings for in the past. I just feel like they can sort of see a future. Like they feel that maybe whatever it is that you have, that you offer, that's different from anyone else they've come across, they're like, oh, that's it. That's what was missing. So they definitely, I feel a sense of, they're definitely looking to the future, and they can see you in their future. King of Cups repeating here. I think it's also like the way this person is already very emotionally sensitive, but it's like the way that you touch their feelings is it throws them for a loop. You know, they normally are very emotional anyway when it comes to romantic things, but for some reason you've sort of thrown them for an extra loop here. Part of it is because they feel like maybe you don't need them, or let's see. Yeah, it's almost like part of what throws them for a loop emotionally about you is because they kind of get the feeling like maybe you would actually prefer not to be with them because you just kind of want your own space, or it's not that they don't necessarily think you're attracted to them, but they just feel like you might prefer to be single or something. Or you might have a lot of people trying to get at you. What is it? Yeah, I feel like you definitely have a lot of options. And I feel like they're looking at that and they're like, they don't see you getting with any of the options. They see you sort of staying in the Hermit. With the Hermit reversed here, it makes me feel, reversals can mean different things, but here it feels like it's like an intensified version of the Hermit. Like they might feel like you're sort of like reclusive, like you want to be in your own energy to the point where you're just kind of like refusing to get romantically involved. They do feel like you have several options of people who are interested in maybe pairing up with you romantically, but you kind of seem like you're not really interested in it at all. Anything else about why this person is attracted to you? I mean, they just are, like Knight of Cups, like they just have like these romantic feelings and they really want to express them towards you. But again, with all these 7 cards, like they just feel like you kind of don't have time for them, or maybe just time for romance. All right. So let's see. All right, so that's why they're attracted. So let's just see, what are they thinking and feeling about you? They're thinking that there are definitely some obstacles to the two of you being able to have happiness together. They're thinking as well that they don't want to get hurt by this, because this is a very sensitive person. They don't want to get hurt. They're not sure if it could work out with you or not. And sometimes they're thinking that they just don't want to think about it. Sometimes they try to shut their mind down and kind of avoid even thinking about you because they're really having a lot of uncertainty, and part of it is because they do feel like there's this potential to have so much happiness, like this complete fulfillment of happiness with you. But there are obstacles. They don't want to get hurt. They're not sure if it would work out. So those are the sort of thoughts that they're having. And the other question that we asked was like, how serious are their feelings? I mean, we got this sense with the 10 of Cups, like they can see you in their future, like being family. So I feel like they see you potentially as being their forever person, but we'll pull one more card just for that. How serious is it? I mean, I feel like I don't know. It's like they have serious feelings, but like the chance that they could get their heart broken is a little bit too overwhelming for them right now. And they may feel that you're still concerned with someone else, or you're not over someone else, or that you just wouldn't be interested in them. Yeah, I mean, right now they're really concerned about the idea that the two of you just might have to part ways and that this will never come to fruition. But I mean, I think ideally what they would want is this, forever, family life with you. They'd want to have a family with you. All right, let's get some final thoughts here from my unicorn rainbow container of fortunes. Spirit guides, what do you want pile 1 to know? I think for you guys I want I'm feeling like 3. Oops. Okay. Everybody feels lucky for having you as a friend. So regardless of what is happening between you and this person, they feel lucky to have you as a friend. They feel lucky to have you in their life, to know you. Every person is the creation of herself, himself or herself, the image of their own thinking and believing. Every person is the creation of themselves, the image of their own thinking and believing. What is Spirit trying to tell us? Okay. Yeah, I mean, right now this person is projecting to, I mean, this person is feeling kind of unwanted by you, and that's what they're thinking and believing. So right now that is their truth. But they do feel lucky to have you as a friend, but they're really feeling kind of unwanted. Good company in a journey makes the way seem shorter. So they definitely feel, I feel like whatever it is, they would hope to continue to have you in their life in some way, even if it couldn't be romantic. You know, they would definitely still be a friend to you, even if it didn't turn out to work out in a romantic sense. But yeah, it definitely bums them out to think that it wouldn't work out romantically at the same time. Any advice to you? Page of Pentacles. I feel that if you're also interested in this person, I mean, I would say like give them a chance and move, you know, slowly, you know, take it slow. I would say take it slow with this person. But if you're interested, yeah, I mean, kind of like you can definitely, I feel like the two of you can definitely go a long way together if you want to be on the same path, if you want to share this path rather than diverge, you know, stay on the path together, you know, whatever it is. If you want to stay friends with them, then again, you know, this is whatever you're choosing here with this person. I feel pretty certain you can have it. So there you go. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello to everyone who chose option number 2 for who has a girl crush on you. So I feel like the person who has a girl crush on you is someone who is very connected to their roots, or their, you know, where they were born, where they grew up, where they come from. But whoever this person was, I think that they had to travel away from home in order to discover their life's purpose. And this is someone who has a very intense life purpose here with Yod, Destiny, the Star card. They are definitely meant to fulfill some important purpose in the world, but they had to get away from home, away from their roots, in order to figure out what that calling was, to find themselves, and in that process find out what their calling is in life. And I think that they, you know, after being away from home, they would be someone who at some point started missing their home base or their roots, you know, where it was that they come from, missing their family. I feel like this is probably like someone who's very attached to their heritage or their family in some way. And, you know, they're represented here by the Judgment card, and this is also Sophia Duleep Singh. And if I'm mispronouncing her name, I'm sorry. But this is from Our Tarot deck. And so there's a chapter here on each woman who's represented on each of the cards. And so I was reading this chapter. So she was really a hardcore activist, but her journey was just like what is represented in these other cards here. Like she did have to travel away from home in order to be connected with her purpose in life. And she herself lived a very purposeful life and made a lot of significant and major changes in the world. So I feel like the person who has a crush on you is that type of person as well. I feel like this is someone who really follows their guidance. They might seem like they're moving kind of slowly through life with this easy does it card, but they're someone who definitely is going to have some sort of major victory as it relates to whatever life purpose that they're meant to fulfill. They're very connected to a sense of inner guidance. This could be their spirit guides, or, I mean, I feel like this person, at this point in their life, they definitely know what their calling is, or they have a strong sense of what their calling is, their life purpose, and they feel aligned with it. They might be viewing it as, you know, over time, maybe they could have an even greater and greater awareness of what that is. But they definitely are currently very focused on fulfilling some sort of life purpose. And I feel like they'll be successful. I mean, the Chariot card and the Six of Wands are two cards of victory. This person is very focused on achieving a victory in terms of fulfilling their life purpose. And they're taking their time with it, because I feel like this is also someone who has a strong sense of faith that they will fulfill their destiny, and there's no need to sort of rush it in the process. Yeah, so that's who it is. Let's see what else we can figure out here. Next, we want to just ask, like, so why do they have this crush on you? Why are they crushing on the folks who chose number 2? I'm just going to do upright readings with this. We have the Knight of Swords. Why are they crushing on you? I feel like they see you also as a sort of a rebellious person. Yeah, they see you as someone who has strong beliefs, and you're willing to express those beliefs. You're not afraid to speak your truth, even if your truth kind of butts up against the grain of, you know, what the mainstream is saying, or if other people have a problem with your perspective, you know, you care more about speaking your truth than just appeasing people. So this person who has a crush on you, they like that about you. That's what they're attracted to. They may see you as someone who maybe they feel that their life purpose is connected with yours because of the truths that you are speaking. They may feel that you both have the same vision, and that you could have certain talents or abilities that they don't have, and that together the two of you would be stronger than either of you would be separately. Wow, the Tower card, like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, they see the two of you as being able to overthrow something that currently is in favor of something better. Yeah, they want to build some sort of future with you. So I feel like they are attracted to you because they feel like the two of you have some sort of shared vision of what you want for the world, something better than what currently exists. And okay, so what else? Why are they attracted to you? I feel like they see you as someone who has a lot of emotional depth. The Judgment card coming up again. It's like they feel that you're someone with a lot of emotional depth. You're definitely not always a super happy person, but they feel like maybe your difficult emotions have allowed you to be more willing to make change in the world, you know, because like if everything was like just easy and you didn't have any emotional challenges in life, then you probably wouldn't care as much about, changing things, bringing about big changes in the world. They could also feel like you're someone who likes to change yourself as well. Like if you look in the mirror and you see something you don't like, you're willing to make those changes for yourself as well. So it isn't just about changing the world, but they feel like you're someone who's very empowered to improve yourself. So I feel like they're very attracted to that. Keep getting this imagery of like there being like a castle in the distance and being like held back from it. They see you as someone who has been disenfranchised in some way. It's like the two of you, they can relate to you because both of you have been held back in some way in life. Both of you have faced obstacles that have kept you from... it's like neither of you really had the good life or the easy life per se. Or even if it seemed like you did, there were obstacles against you. Like, she was born into a lot of wealth, but she faced a lot of racial discrimination and a lot of cruelty. So it's something like that, like whatever your standing is in life, like each of you maybe not in exactly the same ways, but in some way both of you have faced some sort of persecution or oppression or something that held you back from being able to succeed. What she got in her mouth? What is this? Like a bracelet or something. Oh, she's biting on her necklace. Oh yeah, biting on the necklace. Yeah, I mean they definitely appreciate that you're not someone who's going to hold back. It's like if there's anything trying to hold back your throat chakra, hold you back from speaking your truth, you just won't have it. You decide which direction you go in life. This person is very attracted to that. All right, anything else here? Okay, I think we pretty much covered it about why they're attracted to you. They do feel like there are also a lot of other people who are attracted to you, but that's not why they're attracted, because that wanted to come up reversed. Maybe that's just something extra for you to know. Like they're aware that lots of other people are attracted to you, but that's not really what's motivating them to be attracted to you. They have their own reasons. Okay, so what are they thinking and feeling about you? I feel like they can see this going the distance. I do feel like a kind of a cautious energy towards you. It's not like they want to like rush into it per se. Rush into anything. I feel like they do view you as their wish fulfillment, but they're very peaceful right now. They're feeling this easy does it energy themselves. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So I feel like that's kind of how they're feeling towards you. I feel like they feel optimistic that there is a future for the two of you together. So I do feel like it's not just, like something casual where they're like, I hope we get to kiss or something, but that's all. I do sense like they have serious relationship intentions towards you, and they're sort of having a faith that will develop, but they're not, definitely not rushing into it. Easy does it, and having faith is what I feel. What else are they thinking and feeling about you? We have the Knave of Swords, the Moon. I feel like they want to sort of comfort you. When we said before, they're viewing you as someone who is not afraid to speak your mind. It's like I feel like they want to have your back. They like thinking of themselves as someone who can soothe you and have your back. If you ever get stressed out in your own pursuit of, speaking your truth, speaking necessary change into being, that type of thing. They like the idea of being able to soothe you and comfort you and have your back and be like a supportive presence in your life. They really think very highly of you. They feel like they're really like just sort of singing your praises. When they think of you, they think about all of the wonderful qualities. They really elevate you, I would say. They sort of put you up on a pedestal very much so. They have a lot of admiration for you. They see you as a very deserving person. They're thinking as well about looking good for you, I feel like. They want to like use, whatever they have, like use what you got, right? This is the Two of Pentacles, so they may not feel like they have a whole lot in terms of looks or resources in order to like look good for you, but they still want to use everything they've got. They're like, I want to use everything I've got to look good for pile 2. So they're thinking about that. They're thinking about, do they find me physically attractive? Those are some things that they're thinking about. I feel like they think about conversations that you've had or conversations they want to have with you. Yeah. Yeah, they just like the idea of talking to you. They like the conversations that you've had. They want to have more conversations with you. I'm trying to clarify this. This is a sort of a fairly new deck, and I don't think I've ever seen this 8 of Wands card yet. They might be thinking also about like a past relationship that you've had, and I don't know, that's something that they think about. I feel like they kind of hope that you're over it. If you've had some sort of past relationship that ended badly, they're kind of hoping that you're over it. But I feel like they're sensitive to the fact that maybe you aren't completely over it. They might be aware of some sort of serious relationship you've been in that has ended. Yeah, I feel like they hope that they can offer you something better than what you've had in the past. Yeah, they do really, I feel like it's important to them that they are able to offer you, like if the two of you were to get involved in a relationship, they feel like it's important that they be able to offer you something that's better than what you've had before. I think mostly they think that they would be able to do that, but I think sometimes they're not sure about that. So that's something that's been in their mind. All right, so well, how serious are their feelings currently? How serious are their feelings towards you? You get the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like they feel like the two of you could probably like figure anything out. Like if you ever had any obstacles, you could probably overcome them together. They do feel like there's a sense that the two of you would make a good team. But they might feel like it would be better to sort of approach things slowly, like maybe build things up as a friendship first, more so. Let's see here. Nine of Swords. I don't know. They definitely they pray about you. Maybe they pray for you. They pray that the two of you, yeah, they definitely pray for you, because I saw you in this one represented here where they're really elevating you, represented by this crescent moon. Like they really elevate you in their mind. I feel like they do pray for you. They pray for it to work out between the two of you. They pray that the two of you would be able to overcome any obstacles you faced. But also they just pray for you. They pray for you and your well-being. Like they've cried before thinking about you and praying that you are well and, hoping the best for you. So I kind of feel like I think that they know it's possible that this may not work out in a romantic sense. So I feel like in terms of like how serious are their feelings, I feel like they're trying not to get their hopes up too much, and they're just kind of praying that whatever is the best outcome for each of you is the outcome that comes about, because they really care about you very deeply. And so it's sort of like, if I'm not the right person, or if I would be bad for pile 2, I definitely don't I don't want to be messing up their life, So I feel like they're sort of looking for guidance. They're kind of trust and have faith that, whatever is meant to be will be. I think that they might also just kind of be focused on their own healing process. Sometimes they doubt their own goodness, and they want to be a good person for you and to you, But it's like sometimes they're kind of blind to their good qualities to the point where they doubt, would I be good for 2? Would I not? And I think they would be, like they're very loving. There seems to be like a strong connection with the mind, as well as the heart. So I think they're much more capable of loving you well than they think, because they are so concerned about doing it wrongly. They're so concerned that they might mess up and not love you well enough as what you deserve. All right, let's see if we can get any final guidance here from my little rainbow unicorn bucket of fortunes. Any final thoughts here? If a true sense of value is to be yours, it must come through service. So it seems like both of you are very service-oriented and values-oriented people. You care, cup. Yeah, both of you have a lot of love to offer, and you want to offer it from this place of service, being of service. Commitment is what turns a promise into reality. Yeah, so I feel like this person is seeing that there is great promise with you, and that you could be the fulfillment of their hopes and wishes, but it will, of course, require an actual commitment for that to come into reality. And the learned Chinese word on the back is cook. So maybe they like the idea of cooking with you. If you've done that, they really enjoyed it, or they would want to cook for you if they haven't, something along those lines, or they just like the idea of sharing a meal with you. All right, so that's what I've got. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this very much. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Welcome to everybody who chose option number 3, which was represented by this opalite pyramid. I just realized that I forgot to put pile 2's stone out. Theirs was the green agate, and I guess that green agate was feeling a little shy. It didn't want to show itself. So anyway, but let's focus on your reading. So who has a girl crush on you, pile 3? The first card that we get is the 8 of Pentacles, Phyllis Wheatley from the Our Tarot deck. Each of the cards in this deck is represented by a historical woman. And so I would say, if for Phyllis Wheatley to be representing this person, this is probably someone who has very strong writing and or communication skills. So they're very good at communicating, like I would say exceptional communication skills. and maybe in particular a talent for writing. And it could also be someone who it's known that they have made it known, or it is known in some way that this person supports a particular political political candidate or something. You know, they may have made it known that they support a particular candidate, or that they have like strategic reasons for supporting a political candidate or political point of view here, because she was also known for that. She tried to influence George Washington because she thought that she could, maybe influence him to, to see that slavery was wrong, basically. So what I also get here, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Sixth House, child orphan. I feel like whoever your girl crush is, this is someone who's like, they've had to work for what they've gotten in life. Every achievement that they've had to work for it. Life hasn't been easy. They weren't handed things on a silver platter. They may not have had a lot of support from their parents growing up. So even if this is someone who grew up and they, in a material sense, they had a lot, they wouldn't have had a lot of support. There's some sort of major obstacles in their childhood. It says independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. So this person is a survivor. They've had to learn to survive. I think it has always been clear that this person was destined to have a bright future. They may have arrived at that bright future, or you may just see that this person will definitely have a bright future if they continue to work towards it. It's, I would say, one or the other. But again, we have the third house, so I feel like they're probably very good at school. They're very good at learning things. I feel like they're probably good at learning, good at writing. All of those types of things. And I would say that whatever they're doing, whether they're when they were in school or if they still are, or with their job, they really put their all into it. They are a thorough person. They put everything into their work. They probably, with the sixth house, have had or even currently have jobs that are really just jobs. Like, it's not necessarily their calling or their life purpose, but they're doing a job simply because they have to make ends meet. And this is a hard worker, and I feel like they haven't really had a lot of choice in life. It's been a struggle. They're in a position of strength, but they've had to work hard to get into that position of strength that they're in. And this is definitely someone who has a greater vision for themselves beyond that. And they're wanting to make good choices for themselves. I feel like, in particular, they want to choose a path that's maybe different from what they grew up with. Maybe they've seen their people in their family make certain choices that led them to have to be so independent and have to go it alone. And I feel like they just want a better life for themselves than maybe what they grew up with. And they're having to create that for themselves. With Black Moon Lilith, I would say that there's a little bit of a sense of secrecy with this person who has a girl crush on you as well. Like, you may feel like there are things that you just don't know about them. They're keeping parts of their history a secret from you, or you sense that they are. They're not sharing everything. Okay, so that's what I'm getting so far. Let's see. Why does this person have a crush on you? Why are they crushing on pile 3? I'm just going to read these cards in the upright. We have the Chariot. I feel like they view you as someone who also is like really going places in life, and someone who is putting some force behind it. You know, they feel, you know, that you're similar to them. You really are very intent on having some sort of success for your life. Yeah, they really relate to you because they feel as well that you're a very hard worker. You're really striving for something better, and you're putting everything into it that you can. They know that life has not always been easy for you as well, and that you've kind of had to create opportunities for yourself, work hard. You've had to live through difficult times in your life. Yeah, they feel this could be someone who's known you since childhood, or they just have a sense that your histories are very similar and they can really relate to you because of that. What else do we have here? Why do they have a crush on you? They feel that, let's see. They think you're someone who avoids conflict. It's like you're kind of out here doing your own thing. Other people might be competing with each other, but you're just kind of competing with yourself. And they see that as your strategy to success is just to kind of compete with yourself rather than to compete with other people. So they find that very admirable and attractive. They think you're very elusive as well. So you see them as someone who has some sort of sense of mystery, but they see you in the same way. And I don't know, they're very attracted to that. I feel like they like the idea of being the one to outdo the competition, because they definitely feel like there are other people who would want to be with you. They really like the idea. It gives them a sense of pride to think that they could be the one to outdo any other competitors for your romantic interest. They do kind of feel like they have the key to your heart. And they think that the key to your heart might be that they are kind of extremely independent, you know, that they know how to take care of themselves. They feel like that would be something that would impress you. Yeah, their own strength, their ability to carry their own weight in life. Also their intelligence. They feel that would be what would maybe impress you and win you over versus anyone else who might be vying for your romantic attention. Yeah, there's lots here about mystery. And what is this trying to tell me? I feel like they think that you are a mysterious person, but they feel like they've kind of got you figured out. And that also makes them feel like very sure of themselves, that they probably are going to be... They do have a lot of confidence when it comes to you. They really feel like, you know, you're probably interested in them the most, more than anyone else. I will say, though, that this person does seem like they're kind of a free spirit themselves. So I do feel like there is a little bit of I don't know, it's like there is a little bit of a heartbreaker kind of energy with them. Like, you know, they definitely like the idea of conquering you romantically. And that can mean whatever, I guess. I mean, just being with you, being successful, showing other people that they have the ability to impress you, to win your romantic interest or your romantic attention. But there is a little bit of here, like once they've shown the world that they can do that, then they might be willing to break your heart and move on. So yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily feel like they're seeing that they want to settle down with you. They do find you to be very beautiful, extremely physically attractive. in addition to the personality qualities that we got here, they think that other people would view them maybe as not being good enough for you because you're so beautiful. But they're like, I'll show them. I'll show them who's good enough for pile 3. Yeah, pile 3 is super beautiful as like a effing goddess, but like I'll show them that I am absolutely good enough for pile 3. So it is a little bit, I feel like, they do like you, but it's sort of like too, like they kind of want to show up other people. So there's a little bit of an ego thing here, and they do think the world of you, but it's like once they've shown everyone that they have what it takes to get with someone like you, I feel like they wouldn't be afraid of moving on. Yeah, it's like, it's sort of like, well, I conquered pile 3, so let's see what else I can get out there and prove in terms of my ability to be with a very sought-after romantic partner. Don't shoot the messenger. That's just what I'm getting here, And maybe your feelings for them aren't that serious either, or, like you're just curious who might have a crush on you, so you may not even care that much, but that is what I'm getting here. So other than that, let's see. So what are their thoughts and feelings right now? They feel like the two of you are of a similar mindset. They assume that you probably are thinking of them as well, and that you probably have an interest. They also assume that you probably are not like wanting to like settle down into some like super serious thing with them either. They think that you probably would equally be willing, like let's say you all got together, you dated, you hooked up or whatever, however far it goes. They think that you probably would be okay with like moving on and seeing someone else too. They don't necessarily think that you're like looking to like settle down for life. Let's see. I do definitely feel like they want, if they haven't already, they do kind of want like a sexual experience with you. Or if they've had that with you, like they do want that again. Yeah. They feel like you are like slightly out of their league. And so it makes them feel good about themselves that they can kind of stretch, that they can reach. And it proves to other people, something about their value as a romantic option or just a person in general. So, yeah, they do want to prove themselves to you, but also to other people. What else are they thinking and feeling here? Yeah, I don't really think that this person is necessarily wanting like some sort of serious relationship with you. They do probably want, like a hookup or something, or to date for a while, but not like serious date. Yeah, this person definitely feels like other people would tell them that they couldn't be with you. But they don't believe that. They believe that very much they could be with you. I feel like they have a lot of self-confidence as far as that goes. I feel like they're thinking like it's only a matter of time. I'm going to be able to hook up with pile 3. Something's going to happen romantically with pile 3. They feel pretty sure. It's only a matter of time. I just have to be persistent. It's going to happen. So that's what they're thinking and feeling. And the other question we're going to ask, I wanted to answer was like, how serious are their feelings, or how serious is their interest? But like, I think we've already answered that, but we'll pull one more card specifically for that. They want to experience happiness with you. There is a wish fulfillment here for sure. And, but I feel like it's a passing wish fulfillment. It isn't like like wanting to put down roots or get real settled or serious. Not looking for like a serious commitment. All right, let's see if there's any other guidance here from your spirit guides, from my little rainbow unicorn basket of fortune cookie messages. If the world seems cold, kindle a fire to warm it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I think that this person feels like the world has been kind of cold to both of you, and that you could each make it a little bit warmer for each other. The learn Chinese word on the back is cucumber, and like I said, like I feel like they have definitely like sexual feelings for you, so they want to engage in some sexual activities. Oh, a friend will bring you a big surprise soon. Yes, they want to bring you a big surprise. And egg roll. Oh my God. It's just like all the phallic imagery. I mean, I feel like, this is about girl crush. They definitely want to be, using some phallic objects. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they want to, they're looking for some penetration action with you. That's all I'm saying. All right. So that's about as explicit as I get on my channel, but there you go. So that's who has a girl crush. That is the reason why. That's their mindset. So hopefully that is helpful to you. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Welcome to everybody who chose option number 4, the Dalmatian Jasper. So first we're just going to be asking, who is it? Who has a girl crush on you? And so we have the Chariot, represented here by Harriet Tubman, Pluto, Transformation, Aquarius, Saturn. You can see the cards. I don't need to go through all of them, but I do feel like this is a very deep, like, serious person who has a crush on you. I feel like it is someone who is very wise and knowing. They have a way of just knowing things without, I would say maybe a very strong intuition, but like they kind of can see, I would say, into the hearts of people, see into the truth of people and situations, but also, like, more so than that, I would just say they're very wise. I think this is someone who has definitely been through it in life. We've got Pluto and everything is fine here, which is like the alternate version of the Ten of Swords in this modern witch deck. Like, this person has been through like some death and rebirth experiences that have really transformed them. And I feel like they kind of brush it off as not being that big of a deal, like, but I think it's obvious to you that whatever they've been through has been incredibly difficult. But there are someone who keeps getting up. It's like life maybe knocks them down and they have to go through these death and rebirth experiences, but then they get back up on their feet and they keep going. Then we have Yamanya. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. I feel like this person is sort of guided by their faith. Like, when difficult things happen for them in life, they feel that there is a solution to even the most difficult things. Kind of like Harriet Tubman. And she was very strategic, too, in the way that she made very strategic choices in terms of, like, how she helped people to escape to freedom. It was thought out. It was planned. We also have the engineer here. Ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So likewise, this person who has a crush on you, they are very intelligent and strategic. They're a very strategic person. They really plan things out so that they can walk through doors of opportunity. And they know how to make those doors of opportunity the best doors of opportunity that they can be. What else am I getting here about who this person is? For some of you, this person might be like mixed race or like have a sort of a mixed ethnicity or something. Take it for what it's worth. If everything else sounds like them, but that part doesn't sound true, that for some reason that is kind of coming through, that this might be someone who has like some sort of mixed cultural background or something like that. The influence of multiple cultures, or racial or identity or ethnic identity or something like that. This could also be what gives them more of this sense of knowing, like maybe they kind of know different perspectives or different kind of viewpoints on life because of this background. But yeah, I would say overall, this person probably comes across as a very serious person. I don't know what else to say. Let's see here. All right, so hopefully you know who this person is by now. I feel like this person is pretty unstoppable. Like, there's really nothing that can keep them from succeeding at whatever they've decided to do. If they decide to do something, they're just going to do it. Let's see. Why does this person have a crush on pile 4? They see you as someone who has like a good work ethic, someone who's very reliable and trustworthy. They also see you as a free thinker, like you are, you're a free thinker. You're open. I would say you're very open and honest. But you have your own way of doing things. You're very freedom-oriented, and you feel a need to have like a freedom of expression. I mean, they can definitely see themselves. They can see you as someone to definitely settle down with and maybe have a family. So this is one of my piles that's more about a serious relationship. Let's see, why are they crushing? I feel like they think that you probably have a crush on them as well. Like they definitely feel like it's a mutual thing, like it's a shared thing. They don't think that it's one-sided. I mean, sometimes they can just kind of tell the way that you look at them or the way that you interact with them that you're kind of feeling the same way. Wow, yeah, definitely I feel like they could see themselves like really like getting married to you or something with the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. So they definitely see you as someone who could be their life partner. Trying to figure out what this is saying over here. They feel like you are someone who's very thoughtful about what you want to do with your life, career-wise or work-wise. Like you're a hard worker no matter what circumstance you're in, but they view you as someone who's always kind of trying to figure out, well, is this the right path? I've been on this path for a while, but is this the right one? It's not like you're jumping into new things. It's not like you're jumping from one career to another necessarily, but you're always very thoughtful about, am I on the right path in life? Am I doing the right thing with my life? Yeah, you're definitely not like switching up careers all the time, but They do see that you're someone who's put a lot of thought into what you're choosing to do with your life. Whatever you're doing with your life, they think that you're really good at it. They think that you have some sort of strong skill or talent, that you're talented at what you're doing. But they do see in you that you're someone who doesn't necessarily want to like just settle down and do one thing. That maybe you have a variety of different interests that you would want to pursue career-wise. So they're attracted to that in you. I think because you're I don't know. They like the fact that you want to do something with your life, I guess, and that you're very invested in maybe trying to make the most of your life in terms of fulfilling all of your potential. Yeah. They feel that you're someone who likes to inspire and uplift other people. You try to kind of see the best in other people and really shine a light on the good qualities that you see in other people. You're a positive, motivational person. They see you as someone who's very motivating. You're also an empathetic person. Like, you can tell when someone's hurting. You can tell when someone's sad and needs support, and you're very generous and free to give that support. Yeah, I feel like you kind of, they feel like you see yourself in other people, like areas where you've kind of like put in a lot of effort to mature and grow. They feel like you see in other people when they have that same sort of striving. You nurture people who are maybe just more beginning on their path in life. And also, they feel like you yourself, like you have put a lot of effort and energy into getting to a place of strength in your own life. Okay, so what are they thinking and feeling about you right now? I feel like what is this? They're kind of wondering what you're thinking. Right now, they're kind of just curious what you're thinking about them. They're curious, do you see a future? They feel like maybe you're going through some stuff in your life, and they're like, this pile 4 is going through some hard stuff in their life right now. Do they even have the time or the emotional energy to think about me? They do feel maybe optimistic that this is going somewhere. They do feel optimistic that there is a future with you, but right now they're also worrying, just like, what are you thinking? Where is your mindset? What are you feeling about me? That's kind of what they're thinking. But, the Wheel of Fortune, it's symbolized by the 4 fixed zodiac signs. So I feel like, their attentions are very fixed on you. And they think that probably your feelings are fixed on them as well, as in, your feelings are not going to change. But they do also feel like there is most likely an optimistic future here. They feel, they feel pretty certain that they're guaranteed a success with you, but they're still curious, like, what you're thinking and feeling. Yeah, they definitely think about you a lot. I feel like they think about you very deeply. I mean, we got that in the beginning just about their personality, that they're very much a deep, deep thinker. This one has deep thoughts. Your crush, the person crushing on you, is a deep thinker, and that they think deeply about everything, including you. So, and they are thinking about you a lot. Wow, they just really think the world of you. They really do. Let's see here. I feel like they feel very protective towards you. It's like, not necessarily that you would need or even want them to be protective towards you, but that is how they feel. Like they would want to protect you from any harm, like anyone who had any negative intentions towards you, they would want to sort of, buffer you from that. They feel like you only deserve the best in life, and they just feel very protective towards you. Definitely very attached to you. I mean, I feel like they definitely want it to work out with you. I feel like they want some sort of heavy commitment with you. They want there to be something to, the ties that bind, they want to have some sort of commitment that can't be broken. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it does it's to the point like, I mean, they care about you very deeply. I'm just trying to read into the Devil card and see, like, sometimes they do get a little bit, I would say their emotions get overwhelming to them about you. There could be some fear that it won't work out. I know I just said that they're optimistic, but I feel like there are also times maybe when the fear comes over them too much, that they could lose you or something. And I think that does really, to think that could happen does really hurt their feelings. But I feel like then they try to like get themselves back into the mindset of, well, if I just do, X, Y, and Z, if I, apply myself to this, because this is how they are with everything, right? They're very strategic. If I apply myself to this, if I have a good plan, and if I stick to the plan, then probably it'll work out. But sometimes those difficult thoughts do arise. It's like, I feel like sometimes they have to like talk themselves through their own emotions when they get into that place of fear. They're like, well, we just never know what's going to happen. And yeah, it's like, I feel like they would rather be alone than to be with anyone else. They really would prefer to be with you. So like the idea of being with anybody else really just doesn't cut it for them. So they're like, either I'm going to just be single or I'm going to be with pile 4. That's kind of how they're seeing it. All right. So I think we've answered, their thoughts, their feelings, how serious are they about this? They're pretty serious. Anything else that you could tell us? Yeah, they just are thinking about you a lot. And yeah, just very serious thoughts. So that's kind of what we've already seen here. I guess also with the Queen of Swords and the Hermit, it kind of confirms what I just said as well. They're just like, I feel like this is someone who's pretty content being single. So they're just like, they obviously, with the Devil card, they really, really, really want to be with you. But it's like, if that wasn't an option, they would just be like, I just want to be single then, All right, so let's get some final thoughts, some final guidance from your guides out of my rainbow unicorn basket here. Basket of fortune messages. What do your guides want you to know? Man, this one fortune keeps coming out here. I did a different video earlier and it came out twice in that one, I think. Let's see what we got. So this, many will travel to hear you speak. So it could be just a little nice message to you from your guides. In the province of the mind, what one believes to be true either is true or becomes true. I kind of feel like this is how, the person who has a crush on you, this is how they're thinking about you. They're trying to keep a positive mindset and positive perspective on this. Beauty is in the mirror you look at every day. Enjoy your being. So this could be a message to you. I kind of feel like this is almost like a message from the person who has a crush on you. It's a message from their higher self to you as well. They want you to know how beautiful you are, inside and out, just what a beautiful person you are. They just hope that you enjoy your being. They hope that you have enjoyment of life. But I also think that this is like sort of how they try to approach life as well, that they try to, you know, kind of think positively about themselves. Learn Chinese word on the back is pear. I feel like whatever your body shape happens to be, they really like it. And they would hope that you would see, you know, the beauty in yourself as well. Like I said, inside and out. They definitely viewing you as extremely beautiful. So, all right, guys, I hope that was helpful and that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye.